Here's the opening range recap for Thursday, September 29. Looking at the NQ first, we're going to just, since it's a busy day, just look at the 25 first, and then we'll go to the 50%. But first pivot hit here, 25% was a win. As you can see, it spiked a little bit. Not that big of opening range today, only 35.75 for it, which is on the smaller end of lately. So, but anyways, that was a win. Pivot 2 was a loss, making this third pivot a most safe entry for the NQ, which was a winning trade worth 8.75 points. This pivot 4 was a loss for both, or excuse me, for the 25%. Pivot 5 actually was a win really quickly. It spiked, hit the number, and then spiked here in that next minute, and you got a win. So that was a most safe entry as well, worth 8.75 points. Then it did not hit the next pivot down. So it just hit 5 pivots, a win here, a loss here, making this a most safe, loss here, a win here, making this most safe. So 8.75 twice today. So that's 1750 in points for the 25%. 50%, first trade here was a loss. Second trade here was a loss. Third trade, or third pivot hit, I should say, was a most safe entry. We're 1775 in points. This was a loss for the 50%, and this was a win for the 50%. So for the NQ, 2 most safe trades on the 25% and 1 most safe trade on the 50%. So overall for the day, 35.25 points for the opening range on the NQ. ES, first trade, or first pivot hit on the 25 was a loss, making this a 25% most safe entry, which was a winner worth 3.25 points. Third pivot hit was a win for the 25, and then this missed it by about a point, so 4 ticks or so. 50% was a loss here, a win here, and a win here. So for the S&P, the 25% most safe was worth 3.25 points. And then on the Dow, Dow is a little interesting. First pivot here was a loss for both 25 and the 50, making this a 25% most safe entry. It popped right here. It got to 227. You needed 228 in order to get an official win on the 25% most safe. I myself was in this trade. I am not going to risk it coming all the way back down just for 1 tick. So I ended up breaking even on this trade because, as you can see, it's fairly quickly 1 minute chart back down to the pivot. So I ended up breaking even here, but officially it is a win. Eventually came back up 28th, but you would have had to hold it for like an hour almost to get it back to the number. But anyway, missed it by a tick. 50% was a win. So officially on the Dow, plus 29 points, 25% most safe entry. So busy day, profitable day on it. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Also, no 50% retracement trades because nothing came up and hit the 50% off of the pivot 1 on any of the instruments. Take care.